Um, I'm gonna take my shots. Day 13. Um, I'm gonna take my shots and go back on Friday morning before work without my charges so that I can ask some detailed questions, ask for a protocol that will push past what they see and aim toward what I know. The other day, the nurse mentioned that patients can be on a protocol for up to 30 days in rare cases. I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm not going to let anyone ever dictate to me anything, ever. I don't care who it is, and I don't care what the matter is. I will never put myself in harm's way, and I will never put myself in danger, and I would never do something reckless. And I should have trusted myself years ago, and I should have always known that there is a barometer inside of me that will stop me from doing something that perhaps someone else thinks is crazy, but I know is a risk that I'm willing to take for a reward that I want. Listening to people will kill you. Listening to other people will kill your dreams. Listening to other people, you won't live. You won't live. And it's not a matter of surviving. I don't want to just survive. I want to live. And listening to these people that I have listened to and trusted for my entire adult life since adolescence has gotten me 45, celibate, single, and childless. And I just wish that anybody who desires to do anything, who dreams about anything, if you dreaming, if you thinking about it, if you want it, if you sniffing it, if you smelling it, don't care about what nobody, absolutely nobody thinks or talks about, because people are going to talk to you and they're going to put you in a hole that's about them and their crap. Hey, 1, 2, 3. I'm just, oh, I'll be right back. I need to wash my hands because I'm about to take my shots. I'm sorry. I had to wash my hands. Um, I'm just, gosh, I have a headache and I'm trying not to have a headache. I have a million thoughts running through my head and I don't know what, I can't think like 5 minutes ahead. I'm only, she believe it. I'm still sore, I'm still tender, but I got a lot of bruises now. The bruises are really showing. But I really just want to finish out these meds and while they're open, I can't give them to someone else. That's not cool. So I'd rather finish what I'm using, what's already open, and I'd rather not waste my money. And I just figure it's worth a try. So, okay, day 13, odd number on the right. So I'm gonna try to go around these bruises. Yeah, it'll be okay. Thank you. I don't know about getting a second opinion. I don't mind getting a second opinion, but that means like searching and going to find another RE. They're gonna check again on Friday. I have an appointment for Friday morning, and the hope is that the follicles will be bigger. If they're bigger, then I complete my case. If they're the same, then they're probably going to tell me to absolutely stop. I know I'm not going to get 300 out of this one, but whatever's left, I'll start with the other one. Sheba, leave it. Please chill out. I might only get 50 out of here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm getting a lot more than I thought. Okay. It looks like it's at 212. So I need to get 212. So I only got like 75 out of here. So yeah, I go back in on Friday. I should have an 11 millimeter size follicle by Friday. So if I'm still at 8.9, I'm teetering at 8.9. I want to see like an 11 on Friday. If that doesn't happen, then I'll consider donor eggs. Yeah. The good news is that I can carry. She did say that my health is not the problem for carrying. It's just a matter of my eggs are not responding. My reserve is not responding. So there's that. What about adopting a fetus? You can adopt embryos. I can adopt an embryo. With Illinois being a state that doesn't, oh no, Illinois is a state that covers, Illinois is a state that covers something, which basically means there's not a lot of embryos left over. So in states where people are self-pay, that tends to happen a lot more because people run out of money and then they have to stop. So the embryos are in storage and they can choose to either dissolve the embryos or donate them and have them adopted. So because Illinois is a state that seems to cover more fertility issues, the chances of me adopting an embryo are kind of slim. And right now, the my institution doesn't have any embryos to adopt for adoption. I need two under 250. I need two right there. Give myself a little extra. I can either go with I can go with an agency for egg donor, for donor eggs, or I can find a known donor, and someone has to be between the ages of 21 and 32. Okay. Uh, this one's a little sore. This one feels sore. Mm. Okay. That one kind of hurt. I think it's just because it's tender over here. Crap. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, that one's kind of, oh yeah, that one's feeling sore. I've got a lot of bruises, but they don't like feel bad. I didn't even realize that one was there until now. But the RA was really nice. She was very empathetic and sweet and kind, and they took the kids out of the room for me, and they were occupying the kids. And Emma was so sweet. She was looking for me, and she was saying, "It's gonna be okay, Cam. Don't cry. Be happy." I swear that little girl is everything. Um, I've got a lot of resentment. I'm trying to direct it into a positive note, but not before I process it. I'm angry, and I feel robbed, and I feel cheated, and I feel like I trusted people that were. I feel like I was in a church where they made you have a relationship with the church and not with God. And it was all about how something looked. And it was all about what they went, how they felt that you should live your life. And the relationship that I have with God now is not the relationship I had with God when I was in that church. It was a relationship with the church. It wasn't a relationship with the God that I serve now. The God I serve now and the God I have a relationship with now wouldn't have had me feeling and doing and being like that. And I drank the juice. And by no means am I saying I wanted to have reckless relationships and, be somebody's baby mama. And I'm not saying that I wanted that. I'm saying that I see why guys were looking at me like a fool when I was on dates with them, telling them what my boundaries were and what my limits were and, what I wanted and how I wanted it to play out, all because of the ideologies of the church I was in. And I'm not one to just lay the blame and push off on other people, but if I'm in a church and I'm following you and I'm listening to you and I'm doing what you're saying the Bible says and what church says and what the policies of that church and the mission of that church, then hell yeah, you're responsible. And it's like, I feel robbed and I feel cheated, and I see why dudes is looking at me like, girl, bye. What's that about? I'm not saying that I had, I regret having standards. I'm not saying that I regret, having pride and dignity about my body. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I'm pissed off. But I don't be pissed off taking these expensive ass medications. So at this point, I have nothing to lose. Even though I sit here broken hearted and with an attitude and whatnot, I'm just trying to find my way through it regardless. Ay, ay, ay. Alrighty, what's the next needle? Okay. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay. Oh, there's a bubble. Okay. Ay, 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 come on. Okay, here we go. All right. Working around bruises here. I don't want to inject myself inside of a bruise. Wow. Oh. Okay, it feels really thick right now. I'm gonna have to go slow. Just needed to work. Ooh. I'm going really slow because it feels like it's burning. I don't care. I can take the burn. I just need these follicles to grow. I got the blood results back today from today's visit. I haven't read them yet, but the FSH is what I think really matters. And I think because if it's not where it should be or it's supposed to be, then I would explain that would show the growth. But she did say that my follicles were doing exactly what the initial test showed her that they would do. Hey, Rhonda. So, okay, as long as I've got all of this, I'm going to take it. This is 2 more doses. I've got 20 more boxes in there. I've got enough till Friday to show, to see if there's some results on Friday. So that's a new vial I just started. So that will get me through. So I'm going to keep taking this. I'll be back tomorrow, because tomorrow is another day. Send your love to my little slow growing follicles. And Kim is gonna keep it moving. Thank y'all.